Hey everybody, this is Tristan from Leaguegaming, and I'm going to give you your first demo of the new OCR engine. This is the new engine where all data, stats will all be captured from digital images, whether they be a screenshot from your cell phone or from your digital camera. All stats will now be pulled right from that, no input required from you. So I'm going to give you a demo this is how to do it from the website. It'll be exactly the same from the cell phone, but this is an easier demo to display right now. So right away, basically same system as before. You go into input stats, select your game. Now this is all brand new. So first thing to take a look at is partitions. So if your game got disconnected, you're going to want to say, hey, these are the stats from period 1 to end of maybe period 1. Or in this case, this is going to be stats from an entire game. So it's going to start at period 1, end at period 3. So again, if you had a game that actually had to get disconnected, you would just create a different partition for that. But in this example, we're going to have a completely full game. So that's pretty much the only thing you need to input. You can see here it's going to ask you for team stats, user stats, and period stats. These are the actual screens, and I'll explain that in a second. So the first thing we're going to do is upload from our hard drive. I've already got all these prepared, so I'm going to upload a team one, and then you say what page is the actual image for. Simply click it, and it'll upload, and I'll show you what the actual image looks like. This is the actual image over here, and it's actually going to pull all the stats from that. So as you can see, here's the new image. Every page has its own bar. This one returned 100% results. Everything was readable. So there's a case where what the actual image looks like. Now I'll do some user stats or user image stats. So I got my image, select the user. It's going to upload, and then that image will look pretty much like one of these. This is actually taken by, I think, from Stagzilla, who took it from his basically his iPhone. And you can kind of see some faults in the image. You can see his light in the background there. It's kind of blurry in some cases, but this engine is basically programmed pretty thoroughly to find out all the proper data. So you can see from this image already, it's got one user stat image, and it's already pulled out all this information. Again, that's coming from this image, I believe. Pete Magnum played 56 minutes. There's all the data. So we're going to go ahead and quickly fill out the rest of these. And it's going to return us all our data for you. Again, this is all you have to do. To actually upload an image here, you can see it takes about a good 15-20 seconds, give or take, but that's 15-20 seconds of you not having to enter data, and that's a heck of a lot faster and a heck of a lot more accurate. So we can see it says 100%, but it's actually just 100% for that team. Another thing up here is your total. So already it's figured out there's two teams. It's already parsed that from this image, and it's found a total of 6 users. So obviously, looking at this, you're going to know how actually complete it is. So I'm going to upload the other team's images right here, and it's going to upload. And you'll see this table will actually change quite dramatically once it's all uploaded. Usually takes about 10 to 15 seconds, give or take, doing all its passes. And there she is. And you can see now it's found some brand new users. There's Stagzilla, who played the full 60 minutes. Notice the goalie stats. They're over here. It figured out that there's an actual goalie here. There's all the positions. And let's upload the final image for the user. So you can see now technically we're at 79% total stats. So the whole purpose of this interface is to give you feedback, let you know you're doing it right. So when you're going to be using the cell phone app, you're going to know if that image worked or not, or how good that actual image was. So you're not going to be like, oh, I upload these images, but they're crap. No, this is going to let you know. You can see 100%. Boom, we've got 100% total user stats. And there's one last image we want, which is the period stats. I'll show you what that looks like. That looks like this, and that's going to actually get the actual by period total whatnot. So as you can see here, we got 100% team stats, we got 100% user stats, and we got 100% period stats. We're 100% complete. Now, something new with this system is once you're ready to submit the actual stats, in case there is an error or missed a stat, you can request basically a league official to manually adjust anything that has to be adjusted. For example, let's say a goal didn't count and it needs to come back. Well, you can't do that here. We don't want you to do that here. We just want you to say, hey, goal number 2 by Stagzilla or whatever needs to be taken off, and we'll take care of that. So any case where anything's not 100% with the stats or something needs to edit, simply check this. Make sure you write in detail what went on, and we'll get to it. And then all you have to simply do is click submit score, and then boom. That is done. That's all you have to do. Now if you go back into the site and you look at a game, this is the actual game from those images we uploaded. You can see there's the total shots. I've already confirmed that's correct. There's the actual users. Everything's done for you. I want to say something also that's pretty cool, is it'll actually put the users in the game it finds from the screenshots. So this means that you don't have to wait on owners to update their lineups just in case the lineups are not right or they do a last minute change. It's going to put the users it finds from the screenshots, so it's going to be very easy for the owners. So that's your first look at the OCR demo. It's coming soon, and it's going to change the way we do online gaming and do leagues. So hope you're excited, boys.